in God's creation, what are some of the characteristics of what elements were involved in the covenant with Noah? In what ways is God's grace revealed in the covenant with Noah before the flood? What does the covenant God made with humanity after the flood teach us about his love for us? All right. So Sunday we turn to April 11th, the sin principle. The divine opinion at the end of God's creation was that all was very good. Then sin entered in the paradigm terrible proportions by Noah's day. Evil consumed the race. Though the Bible does not give us many details, their transgressions and rebellion were clearly something that even a loving, patient, and forgiving God couldn't tolerate. How could things get so bad so quickly? The answer is perhaps not that hard to find. How many people today, looking at their own sins, have not asked the same thing? How did things get so bad so quickly? Genesis 1 is the beginning, and by Genesis 6, everything's going down the hill, you know. And so we're, let's say from creation standpoint, 6,000 years down the line. Do we still feel that it's bad people, or do we feel that we've gotten better since then because we have more knowledge? If you ask the world or look at people out there, they don't think it's very bad. They think it's always been this bad, or it's not that bad at all. And I don't know, sometimes I just, when you read back and stuff, that it got so evil so quickly, and we're 6,000 years down the line, it's like, it's just interesting trying to get the context of everything. So we will look up the text listed below, and we're going to write down the points they make. There's 8 of them, and there's 8 of us, so that's good. All right. We'll start with Kathy with 1, and then work away from that.
All right, Genesis 3:6. When the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
So one of the first ones is they ate the fruit they weren't supposed to. I mean, that's just pretty simple. Don't eat, and they ate. Ruann, would you like to read Genesis 3:11 through 13? Cool. Yes, ma'am.
And he said, we told thee that thou wast naked. Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldst not eat? The man said, the woman whom she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
So, like in today's thing, we always blame the other person or somebody else for what we've done. So, Genesis 4:5. Will you get that, Robin, please?
Sure. Genesis 4, verse 5. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
So, anger entered the heart soon after that. Erica, you can get 4:8.
Genesis 4:8. Now Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him.
And so by the 4th chapter, there's already murder. Doesn't take long. 4 people, murder. Nick, would you like to read Genesis 4:19?
And Lamech took unto him 2 wives, and the name of one was Ahad, and the name of the other was Zelda.
So right after the murder comes polygamy. All right, we're going down the rabbit hole quick. Adam, would you like to read Genesis 4:23?
Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, wives of Lamech, listen to my speech, for I have killed a man, for he wounded me, even a young man for hurting me.
Right after that, boom, here comes another murder. Would you like to read Genesis 6:2?
That the Son of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and took them wives of all which they chose.
And there you go again, the old Samson flaw. Basically, the sons of God went with the women of men. Now, I'll go ahead and finish up with Genesis 6:5 and 11. Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart were only of evil continually. The earth was also corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So do you see that today? I mean, the violence, the corruption, you don't see